Hi, I'm here with my third reflection, third reflection on my University of North Texas internship. Just want to quickly reflect on what happened this past week and a half. So I recently wrote up an entire proposal on measuring social sustainability I finished the proposal for writing to measure social sustainability at University of North Texas. Um, a lot of the initiatives that we're planning to do, no other school has really implemented because they don't place an emphasis on social sustainability as they should, because people don't realize that um, the economic factor of a sustainable initiative like recycling and the environmental factor is readily apparent and they have a nice correlation, but they don't realize both of them are being caused by this social component, and that if the students or the people aren't engaged every single day, the initiative itself won't be sustainable by itself. And so we're trying to prove that point, or just gauge how well our initiatives are doing by trying to measure the social awareness of the students at that time. So it's really difficult because I have no reference point, because no other school or institution has tried to do this. Only experiment, like there's experiments out there, but nothing too concrete. So different ways, I guess, to measure. I think I've spoken about the bathroom experience, but to come up with a couple of new ones. For example, whenever they're about to install filtered water stations, about 2 stations per floor per building. So how do we gauge, or how do we know that how effective are our water stations? Is it improving people's mindset? Do people leaning towards it? Do people realize that UNT is trying to become a more green school? And so to gauge this, whenever you go to a filtered water station, there's going to be a sign that says, we did this for you, for me, for us, and for the world. If you enjoyed one of our filtered water stations, please give us a +1, and there'll be a little tally there. And every single day, we will keep record and see what happens, and see if the awareness is growing, staying stagnant, decreasing, if anyone's even using the stations. It's just a nice way to see that if the money was well worth spent. Another such initiative is lighting, especially in dorm rooms, because a lot of the office buildings and whatnot we don't really have control over because of regulations, or a lot of people have their own personal preference about what kind of lighting they want in their office. But in the dorms, it's all you, and you can decide how you want to space out your lighting, because there's a lot of natural light during the day. It's just people don't feel the need to utilize it. So what we're planning to do is next to every light switch in dorm rooms have the 8x11 adhesive mount that says different sayings like don't turn me on, or got natural light instead. Just little funny quotes that just stay in your head throughout the day, and you might talk to your friends about, because I know that if every single person has a funny quote next to their light switch, it's going to be a talking point of that day. How it's planning to work is that based on each building's catering. So like if you want to attack lighting, the dorms are the best place to go. If you want to go with bathrooms, environmental science is the best place to go, because they already have hand dryers installed. These measures are gonna be staggered. So there's 5 different measures for 5 different buildings, but each building will get each measure each month. So once the environmental science building gets the bathroom measure, it'll have it for the rest of the semester. But the business leadership building might get the bathroom experience around late November. It's just staggered throughout, so it's a better experiment that way. It's really interesting because I'm using what I learned in my statistics class in real life, and creating an experiment. It's very difficult, but without that experience, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Also, we're just keep on planning, and next week we're probably gonna have a meeting soon with the supervisors to see how far we can go with these measurements. Another thing that they want us to do is to go into every single administrative office, because apparently they waste lighting when they don't have to, because they don't use natural light, and a lot of people, because everything is motion censored, if one person walks in, the entire building will turn on, things like that. So my brother and I are planning to go into every single office and just give a quick presentation about how different ways you can save light energy, and sometimes it's more effective than turning the lights on, because the natural light outside is so strong. But I will keep you updated on what happens, and hopefully it all works out.